share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And now, enjoy the stream from Darklycan81. Z out.
Oh, that's an improvement, Dave.
Oh! It's a different thing.
Welcome out to Darklycan81. Hello, Darklycan. Come here to smile. Comment and subscribe to Darklycan81, which is on the left or the right. Yahoo!
You actually sound like a good joker, to be honest.
Thank you. Very good.
Is that you got your Halloween mask from Halloween?
No, it's one of my pickups in the last week. So I thought, you could do a half or a full one. There you go. Spoiler for later. But there you go.
Oh, excuse me.
So come on, coffee it up.
Yeah, I'm coming down with the bloody cold, so I've been drinking from in hot toddies for the last 2 nights.
Mm-hmm. Cheers to everyone out there.
Now I feel hot.
I'm drinking a SK. I can't follow you. It's an adult channel, so I can't share the rest off. Sorry.
Now I feel hot and sweaty.
Right, I can't remember what I showed off. Well, I ain't showed off on a bit of everything.
I do have a few bits. Nothing major because try to save the pennies up for next weekend.
Well, I got a Toy Fair haul, an Echo Base haul, a normal haul, a Friends haul, some weird things to show off. And there you go.
I'm trying to save my pennies for next weekend to see what goodies we can find.
Hope it all goes well, sir. You deserve it.
Yep, it's been a rough 8 months, Dave, as you know. Just try to get.
Yeah, we always get them times in our lives where we don't want to look back, come back, and bits and pieces. But there you go.
So we just try to get this year finished, and then we'll be hopefully start from scratch next year. But his posters are funding already. That's just nice just to get away, and then my future brother-in-law, mum and dad, and sister and kids, they're coming over that same weekend as well. But they come over on
full party, don't you?
So they come over on the 29th of October.
Tuesday?
That's a Tuesday, aye. So your kids go back to school on Monday, and their kids break off for school on Monday. So when I'm at the toy fair, I'm going to have to try and look out for some Sonic Lego figures again. I picked the last time I was at one. I picked a few up, and when my brother-in-law's mum come over, I went and gave them for the wee boy. So
yeah.
See if I can find some more.
Sorted.
So how's the last couple of weeks been, Dave? I know we've kind of been out it the last couple of weeks, but I've just had a lot on. So the time I get home, let's try to get time to do these now, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of this. Everything's happening at once. And I can't remember if I mentioned, but my sister had a wee one. So we've kind of been spending more time with them.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And it's just
Officially, Baz, sometimes when you got YouTube, you don't let something like this, like a spare thing in your life, dictate your life or your whatever. It's like, for 4 years, I never stopped doing the YouTube channel, but then I just decided to take a break because I was doing another project, and now I'm just doing 3 or 4 or 5 days a week, and having a couple of days off just to, like you say, the algorithm, a chance to recharge batteries and have a think of what you want to do behind the scenes.
Between
Yeah.
between your own life and work kind of thing, it all kind of interferes with everything else. But we'll get this one done this week. There'll not be one next week because I'll be too busy with a special adventure that I'm doing. And then
I hope it all goes well, sir.
Then we'll be back for Halloween.
Well, hey,
So we'll probably end up showing off.
I got my Halloween mask.
We'll probably show off some horror / monster / talk a little bit about horror stuff.
Well, you're talking about the 31st, Baz. You'll be a triple threat evening, if my corrections are correct. You'll be half-hour Halloween special, showing your costume off and bits. It's a half-hour special event, and then half-hour about toys and other bits.
I don't know if I'm going to dress up this year or not. I've not even thought that far yet.
You don't need to.
I know. I wear my Halloween mask all year round.
Yeah.
No, because I've been picking up some horror kind of figures. I mean, I picked up a few of those. Finally managed to find some of those Universal Monsters, the Jada ones, and I have picked up a couple of those. Is it the Toonie Terrors?
Yeah.
I picked up a couple of those and picked up some other bits and pieces. So just try to film it and then see what other kind of stuff I've got. I maybe try and have a look at my DVD collection, see what horror films I've got, try and pick 5. Maybe pick my 5 top ones.
I keep watching the Midnight Hour. You try and find it on YouTube and that sort of stuff. I quite like that as an old thing. It's like the group of kids bring back these zombies and then they, you know what I mean? It's a really oldish film. We like the Monster Squad era, that type of. It's not slasher horror, but you know what I mean? It's old school thriller horror, is it, or something? I don't know.
To be honest with you, Dave, I didn't actually know they actually did figures for that until about 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Is it? We went in one of my local towns. They're doing like a horror / gothic Comic-Con. It's called Blackheart. There was actually one guy there. I wished I picked him up.
Yeah.
I wished I picked him up. I was hoping because he was there. It was back last weekend, and I was hoping the guy would have been back, but he wasn't. But he had quite a few of those Monster Squad figures. I didn't know they did Monster Squad figures, to be honest, unless they're knockoffs kind of thing. But they had like the Wolfman and Frankenstein and Dracula and all that. And they look quite cool, eh?
Yeah.
He wanted 20
Yeah,
quid
surprising
each.
what's out there, what's not.
He wanted 20 quid each for them to, and I wished I fucking picked them up, Dave. Honestly, wished I picked them up. Because it's one of those things, like when we always talk about, you always seem to see something, then you regret buying it, and then you hope for the best.
I've had that thing where it's like you say you go to a shop, you spot something, or you go to a share or something, you spot them, and then you can't go back the following day and get them. It's like I was the same just before we went into pandemic in 19, because it was my birthday, just on the 23rd of March. On the 22nd, I decided to go out for one last toy hunt, and I spotted like the Monster High dolls and the skeletal ones, the horror versions. They were like £2 each in the shop. I'm like, I picked up a few, but then I got home. I'm like, I wish I'd gone back and got the rest. But then the following day, we went into the thing, and then I was like you say, and the people was like, oh shit, we seen something in the window. I wonder if that's still there when we all come out. But then all the charity shops said, no, enough is enough. We're getting rid of the whole lot, and it all disappeared, which sucked. But there you go.
I know, I remember when we went into the first lockdown, and when we come out it, every time I was doing the high street, I always walk past the charity shop when they did have a few GI Joe vehicles and figures and all that in the window, and then when they finally opened back up, they were gone.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think
know
they
if
just went in that area. Someone went in and just cleared the whole lot and just dumped the whole lot and started fresh. And it was like,
I don't know if they put
oh
them up
god,
to clean because they've probably been lying there for so many months, or they just got rid of them kind of thing. But
yeah,
it's like as she says, like the day before, I did see it, but then I had a notice on the door saying had to close early due to understaffed kind of thing. And it's like, oh, and then next day we went into from lockdown. And it's like, you dirty.
leaves.
I try not to swear, but it's in my nature.
We'll get there one day. What the front? There you go. Knock out the shabby. What the front?
Or my Irish brother goes, for feck's sake. But it's going to be next 2 weeks is going to be quite busy for us.
I know at the moment I'm trying to get into my other rooms and that sort of stuff, and like make more space and get ready for future endeavours and bits. And it's crazy. At the moment, Baz, I'm just going round in circles like a yo-yo, moving one box to another box to another box to another box. But I don't mind. We'll get there slowly.
To be honest with you, I'm in the same situation at the minute, and I'm trying to sort everything out that I've got. And you seem to think you've made a space, but then you realise is that everything you've just moved from that space and condensed down has got to go back into that space, and then it's like you think you says, "Oh, I can see my carpet for a minute," and then it's like, "Oh no, I didn't."
Crazy.
It's sod's law kind of thing. It's my problem is that I'm collecting far too many lines.
I need to start. Yeah, I think I'm the same, but I think I might need to start whittling stuff down to a standard where I can actually put everything on display again, not just walk around and see boxes or stuff that's, you know what I mean? I just need to rethink stuff and redo stuff. So
my plan for next year, Dave, I get this year over and done with, start fresh from next year. And my plan is to actually put some sort of shelving units all the way around here, so I can try and see if I can get more stuff out, so folk can actually see what kind of stuff you collect. But it looks okay in a bit of paper, but try to put it into actual life, it's like that's not going to work that way, kind of thing. So, as I say, I want to try and get some of those glass cabinets as well next year. To get some.
Well, I think it's bad. I'll talk to you and I'll talk to a few other people about it. I'm tempted to change my living room into my bedroom into my living room.
Mm-hmm.
But like you say, where do you put the stuff and everything else? And I know for a fact I've got too much stuff in the living room to transfer everything in the bedroom, vice versa. I do like certain things in this room where they are. In the other room, I don't think it'll work. I just don't know what's what. You're just like been the same for like 16, 17 years, exactly the same what you're looking at. Or see it's built out. And then it's like my medium-sized Marvel collection. Where do we put that? Because it doesn't fit in. Well, I've got in the idea there.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like this. It's like every time I take something after that, you've got to put it in another box. And then it's like, oh, I've got spare space, but then you don't really, because you're creating more storage.
Yeah.
Like next year, I'm really going to have a proper, over the next few months anyway, before Christmas, I'm going to go through everything that I actually own and see what I actually need and what I don't need.
And how many doubles? It's one of the reasons, Baz, I did the museum thing, because I wanted to set something up. Well, the toy line now, I can go straight to it. Have I got that figure? Yes, I've got it. And it goes straight into like another box to say help friends or that's what I've been doing.
It's always the same when we're talking on our live streams and when we're going to other ones. It's like somebody will mention, it's like, I could swear I've got that. but where is it? If I know exactly what this is, I'm going to have to do is that when I'm doing this project next year, is that I'm going to have to list everything that's in each box. So it's like I can go, right, that's box number 1. I know exactly, I know it's in there, kind of thing. And just have a list on the side to tell me exactly what's in it. As I say, it doesn't help that I do collect quite a lot of random stuff as well. It's not just like your typical Star Wars, He-Man, Transformers, Marvel. You've also got like the Gold X figures. You've got like just the things that you think is might not be cool to anybody else, but you think it's cool, so you buy it for your collection, kind of thing. And then you've got, I mean, I've got a few from in little statues and all that I would love to somehow display as well, but it's all about space for me at the minute until we can get stuff kind of sorted. And I say, like the spare room that I've got, man, that is basically a floor to ceiling with boxes at the minute.
That's normal. Yeah, certain lines I want to see if I've got it complete or what's missing and that sort of stuff.
It's the worst thing with me, right? Is that I can't walk away from a bargain. If you go into any shop and you see stuff that's been reduced and you know it's a good price for certain items, or you go to certain shops like B&M's and Home Bargains that occasionally get like the middle high end stuff, and they're selling them for a good price. Technically I can't walk away from it.
No. You see something at the right price, you're bugging it, yeah.
And it's always the same if there's something that you've been after for say 2 or 3 months, but the price is still a little bit on the high side for you, and then you end up going into one of these shops and they're selling it for a quarter of what folk are selling it on eBay and online shops. You can't walk. That's my worst. That's my worst thing, is that I end up buying stuff and then it's like, yeah, I don't really need that, but because it was only maybe 5-6 quid, you buy it and then it just sits in a box.
Yeah.
It's like I know not a lot of folk don't like the Super 7 stuff, but I picked up a lot of Super 7s like the end of last year. B&M's was selling it. That Toys for a Pound was selling them. That one below that's near me was selling them.
Yeah.
And it was mostly Transformers. And every time I was going into B&M's or you got the message from Toys for a Pound, it's like, oh, they've still got that, right? I'm going to buy that. And then it just kind of piles up. And then you do turn right yourself. It's like, I'm technically turning into a hoarder here. I'm not.
Yeah. Where'd you put it away? Yeah.
Where'd you put it and all that? And it's like, you go, it's like,
I know. It's crazy, and it's just, where do you start, stop, or finish, or whatever? It's crazy, you know. But there you go. So.
And it doesn't help when I take the wee one out, because I might not see something, but he's like, oh, look at that, Uncle Baz. And I'm like, oh, right. Right.
They're coming over, mate. No, it's going on, mate. Leave me alone.
Oh, there's 4 up there. I said I could grab one and you could grab one. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
If he's happy, I'm happy. But he's always the one always like, especially when we go to B&M's, man, we've got 2 really, I don't want to say they're massive B&M's, but they're quite reasonable sized. And they have got a reasonable sized toy aisle. I could look up and doing that like 4 or 5 times, and you kind of do what you normally do, just kind of have a quick scan kind of thing and see what you're hanging. You end up walking past like up to 9, and he's like, oh, look at that. They've got Turtles, or they've got this, or they've got Marvel, or they've got DC, and it's like, how the hell did I not see that in the first go? And he's walking, and he goes, where'd you get that? And he goes over there, and you look, and he's like, there goes my bank balance again.
I know. Crazy, but there you go, lad. Come on in, Basic, John. 20 minutes giggling. Me, you.
I know picked up a lot of stuff, but I went to Pound Stretchers the day, Dave. Just to have a wee to grab some, but they were selling like the Halloweeny cuppies for 49p.
Whoa.
So I picked up a couple. I may actually go back and get the rest of them, and so I've got a full set.
They're quite nice.
I quite like the Day of the Dead.
Skelly, yep.
With the vampire blood. There is other ones. I've got a clown one. I think there's a zombie one. I can't remember what the other two were, but I think there's 6 of them.
Bleep. I'm going to say bleep a load of times, but there you go.
And then a couple of weeks back, I went to the charity shop and I had just random stuff I picked up. So picked up this Batman. Picked up another Iron Man that I had. I picked up a Planet Protector. I wondered what this was, but I found out what it was. His name's
Early Lonely Centre.
Yeah, and funny enough, his name's Reef the Dolphin. Then I picked up another. His name's just went out of my head.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Aye, Fury, a Nick Fury figure. And I've got a Cyberman. This one's kind of slightly battered, but I might be able to do something with my
Patina.
I don't know if you've heard of the blockies, the Transformer blockies, but I managed to find one of the other ones I was looking for.
That's a nice one.
So I got Primal. If you these ones have got like a light feature kind of thingy, so he's
Nice, that one.
His eyes light up. You can see a bit his neck lights up, and then his insignia lights up as well. They're all fairly articulated. They're just little model kits, eh? But they're all fairly articulated. So I'm going to actually maybe next week, once I've got the toy fair now, if they've still got because you can get him in his robot mode, and you can also get him in his 8 mode. So he'll be my next one I'll get, because there's the Bumblebee for the same kind of line as well.
I like the flame effects and everything else.
Camera might not pick up, but I mean, his eyes light up as well.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But no, these are. I quite like these, like. As I say, I picked up a few of the blind boxes, Dave. And then I got a package today. I did say to myself I wasn't going to buy anything until I got this toy fair out and done with, but I couldn't resist these. I seen them on that Toys for £1, so they had the 7-inch Yu-Gi-Oh figures as well.
Exactly, yeah.
I picked him up because I know he's quite a hard one to get.
Yeah.
I'm kind of regretting not buying the rest of them, but I'll get them at some point. I'm not in a big hurry. And then I got
what price are they, Baz?
These ones are $9.99.
Where are they from again?
They're from Toys for £1. Toys for £1's got these ones in. Or you can go to Toy Town. Toy Town have got them for £15.
Yeah.
But I think Toy Town's only got the 2 different dragons that you get.
Slifer the Sky Dragon and Obelisk Tormentor. Red and blue.
No, they didn't have that one. The only 2 they've got is the
yellow.
They've got the Blue Eyes White Dragon and the ultimate Blue Eyes Red Dragon, the one when it evolves.
Yeah.
But I picked these 2 up because I quite liked the design of him.
Yeah, I've actually got a dragon, one of the old dragons on my ceiling.
I might actually, as I say, I'll see how the toy fair goes next weekend, and if they've still, if toys for a pound, I've still got them, I might buy the other 4 that I'm missing, because there's 6 in the line, Davey. For a tenner, you can't really grumble, because these are usually about 30-40 quid online.
Yeah.
Then I went to Glenrothes with my dad today, because he liked to go back to that toys for a pound, one below, and they had these in.
I don't think I've seen them, yeah.
They only had Venom in, right enough. So I seen the Venom and I picked these up. And then I had a discount bin, and it was 50% off. So I picked. They had quite a lot of the Tron. They had quite a lot of these. I think it's just the pegs. I think the pegs must have been damaging the cards, eh?
Yeah.
So instead of
I feel like the artwork and the artwork's perfect on the cards, isn't it?
Yeah. Instead of $2.99, these were $1.49. It's the same, and the cards are these cards are completely marked. I've already got sound. I think I've already got Soundwave. Shockwave, sorry. But I couldn't remember if I had Jazz or no, so.
Yeah.
But these ones will probably get opened up anyway at some point, Dave. As I say, this weekend is going to be a tough one, because I plan not to come in. I plan not to buy anything this weekend. But you know me, it's sod's law.
You know. Well, hello.
We've got Mr. B.
I'll try and do this in order, but I can't guarantee.
Anyways, we've got Si in the chat. We've got Mr. B in the chat. We've got Ronaldo.
Denise said a big skate out to Si, Mango Fandango for Echo Base Live for the drink, and he invited me to the meal with Stu and a few of the others. So I'll start with Echo. I wasn't going to start with Echo, but I'm going to start with Echo because everyone talks about Star Wars and everything else. So nice to see Desi T, and I've got one of Desi T's stickers.
Nice.
Just a shout out. I also bumped into the Vintage Rebels podcast, and they gave me quite an interesting bookmarker. And then everyone knows I've done the museum. I'm just looking for, like Baz says, unusual stuff. So I found, when I did Shabby's first live stream, the ZSR, I chose this character. So I always wanted an original vintage card, which I found the Return of the Jedi unpunched vintage card of him.
Nice.
It's all unpunched, and it's a 77 card back, where the Ewoks are not blacked out. So, and that was the bounty hunter I chose for ZSR. This one, because it's a 65 back, you had get the Emperor free. It's one of the Ewoks, and it's still unpunched as well. But it's a 65 back with the Return of the Jedi different card back. But then I did a trade with another collector. I bought something during the day, but he wanted it. I thought I made him an offer. I got it because of a couple of reasons, Baz. One, I know everyone's going to go crazy, but it's the original Palatoy Star Wars cards for Stormtrooper, which has got the Palatoy in the corner, but it's the original 12 back.
All right.
It's just a shame someone's cut the thing out, but see how that you're going to the museum as a back dream. I might do something about that or something. I don't know. But I've got the original Palatoy Stormtrooper, which quite artists still get hold of the Stormtroopers. And the last thing before we move on to other stuff from Star Wars. You remember we always talk about different countries around the world that did Star Wars?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the guys was selling an old comic book magazine, but in it he showed it off more than this. From April 1978, the French version of Star Wars, but it's by Meccano.
All right.
So that's what their adverts looked in the old magazines look like.
Nice.
What I'm trying to do is get every single country or something around the world. So I've got Kenner, Palatoy, Meccano. I've got a few other countries already. So there's at least one item with the official name for the companies that made it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something for the Star Wars guys, just an old vintage French Star Wars advert, which is a bit different with Meccano, which I wanted. So there's that. And then to finish off Echo Base, completing that Star Wars. That's it for Star Wars. But you probably remember these bass, but the old Ronald McDonald Happy Birthday meal hats,
Mm-hmm. I went to a few.
the
They've
old
got
paper
parties
hats.
on the day.
The old guy, a guy was selling them, so that's coming soon for a future project. And as a kid, we also got the hand puppets.
I think they were just like they were just like plastic bags, weren't they?
Yeah, it's just a normal plastic bag. You just put your hand in as a kid, and it's Ronald McDonald.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the front and the back. So that was my Star Warsy Echo Base thing, and shout out to everyone that said hello to me, and thanks for Cypher inviting me to the meal. We went to a few places, so there you go. Like you seen in the beginning of the video, I picked up a Joker mask. Can't remember showing this off, but it's a King Kong Funko Pop from Kong versus Godzilla.
I was going to say you don't see those. You don't see the Godzilla pops very often. Like
No, but quite a few people asked me at the show when's my next adventures and that sort of stuff. So I'm going to a few places next year that's got great photography.
remember those McDonald puppets?
Different pieces. So I've got like the 6-inch Indiana Jones.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna do like a couple of videos on mine doing photographies. I mean, adventuring around new cities and new bits and pieces I've got coming up. So there's that one. An official Disney Mickey Mouse.
Oh, hey, Lobot.
Yeah, look, Mickey Mouse from the original studio series.
Oh, nice.
As you know. He's still got his tags on and bits. Something completely different and random bass. You know, everyone I found these the other day in the shop. Jaffa cakes with Coca-Cola bottles in flavour.
Oh, the Coca-Cola flavor ones.
Yeah.
I seen them in B names the other day there.
So everyone's like deals about the crisps and the bits, so it's like weird little bits like that.
You can't
And
take a cup of tea though, Dave.
Toy Fair, a couple of people came up to me, said hello, and bought a box full of wrestling figures. So you got Stephanie, Becky Lynch, Cesaro, Nation of Domination, Kamala, Undertaker, and the new version of Brock Lesnar.
Oh, nice.
I picked them up at the toy fair. Someone came up to the toy fair and they gave me a load of belts and hands and elite cards and everything else.
Oh, nice.
There you go. And then one of my good friends, Andy's Toys and Models, with the Boxy Boys, I've done a new unofficial monster muscle book. Gives you a guide for all their muscles in pink. So reach out to Andy's Toys and Models, or gives you an in-depth look of behind the muscle history, gives you pictures. It's like a paperback, so you can actually write down what you got and what you haven't got. So
I know I would love to get one of the Andy's Battle Beast one. We were talking about that last night. Not that you'd be able to afford some of the Battle Beasts, because Battle Beasts are extortionate.
one big bag bass of random crap, as you do. Occasionally, I run into another friend of mine, and I pick him stuff up, and he picks me stuff up. Another guy I know, and occasionally we just meet up once in a blue moon. He says, "Yeah, here's the stuff you got for me, but you know, you got knockoff Power Ranger stuff." You got Mighty Morphin Megazord. You got weird things like car napkins and
For a minute there, I thought that was a fucking baby fucking
yeah.
napkin thing that you would just.
You know, he's claiming like Gormiti original leaflets. Turtle books, stuff from Disney,
I don't know.
original 84 Turtles.
Nice.
Tum Tum Disney's characters from Tum Tum, which are normally squishy. You've got sharks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
That looks like one of those Gold X ones.
Yeah. You know, Scooby Doo's head. Go, you got stop it. Look at it. Weird turtles. Bigger turtles. Something for scuba. Smurf. Right on. Then Usagi Ojimbo.
Oh, nice.
Baz, we always get a Ben 10 on this channel, so we got Ben 10.
Oh, Diamondback. It's sad that I know some of the names, Dave.
From a show in America, Robo Toy Fest, they did little robots in bags.
Oh, nice.
You see Aristocats, Baz? Like little Aristocat little figures on the side.
No, that's. Oh, I can't remember the name. It was a cartoon back in the 80s. I can't remember the name of it. It's not Aristocats. It was. I know what it is. It's just on the top of my phone.
Yeah, you roll it. The feet longer along the walk, so it's like something weird. Ice Duck version 1.
Nice.
Something for Shabby, some official Barbie ribbon.
Top Cat. Mr. B says it's Top Cat.
Top Cat.
Your little
Yeah.
cars from Top Cat. I knew of them in Wacky Races / Top Cat. Aye.
You got Hot Wheels like Ribbon or Borders. Something for Bars, the Transformers series looked stored.
Oh, nice.
Ben 10 watch.
Go and show that car up again. I think Mr. B wants to have a better look at it. I think it is from Wacky Races, actually. It's just a W on the...
Alistair Cats or something, yeah.
It does look so familiar there. I think it is. I think it's from Wacky What Races.
The female from Gargoyles.
Oh, what was it?
Lady from Gargoyles.
I was going to say Charlie. It's not Charlie. Charlie's the lassie for Biker Mice, isn't it?
Bug's Life Bug. Yeah. Oops. What else we got? Some knockoffy Power Ranger goodness, some more Turtley figures, 80s wrestlers, transforming Raphael that turns into a turtle to a figure. One of them oozy thingy majigs, turtle oozy. We squish the thing down his, like, squirt stuff out his butt.
Yeah, you actually get that's. I've got a few of those. I think I've got the Boba Fett version and the Chewbacca.
Different minion classes from McDonald's to the small ones. No Godzilla.
He's kind of right. I think it is Top Cat, but I think it's for when they done the Wacky Races cartoon.
More Turtley goodness from the 80s. More knocky Power Ranger stuff. Not his light don't work anymore. Two girl Smurfs.
What's
Smurfettes. Some more Power Ranger knockoff. So the old flip heads with a great head.
That's the ones I was talking about, Dave, the other night there when we were talking about like knockoff Power Rangers. It's kind of similar to like the original flip heads, but the heads were so weird. I remember picking up a few of those when we used to have a store here. It was Clyde the Moore store. It was like a discount clothes store kind of thing, but they also had a nice toy section as well back in the day, and they had a load of those.
McDonald's dog. Another Tum Tum, but the teddy bear version.
Olaf. No, Olaf. That's from that.
Little belt or big belt. You've got Disney cars and Funko. Is it Funko top thingamajigs?
It could be a Funko.
Grumpy. Yeah. Well, I think first. Right, go through everything else in the back. That's about roughly it. There's other things in here like original Rocksteady, Bebop, and that sort of stuff. So there you go.
Did Dave jump Santa or something? Laugh out loud.
Yeah, just a big bag of random stuff. Our friend picks me up, so
I think it's because it's a red bag kind of thing, Dave. It's like, have you been?
it's actually a Power Morphicon bag. You get swagger and that sort of stuff. So There you go, Ash. There you go.
I mean, I popped onto Shabby and Pindy to show some random stuff off, but like we're all talking about from like stuff that you collect and random bits that you collect. And I do like the mini mates, little figures that you get. But I didn't know they actually done like the Funko style, pop style ones. I completely forgot I had a Beetlejuice one.
Crazy, that is weird. Have you seen the Fanta Orange badge where it's got Beetlejuice on at the moment? Different Fantas all got Beetlejuice on the cans.
Aye, I've seen that, aye.
Yeah.
The only other one I had for those mini mates was the Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Just something else I want to. I mean, I've been doing more custom paint jobs, so I did another one of these, Dave.
That goes quite well, that colour.
I'm getting a little bit better at it, but not. It just takes time, doesn't it? No, I do like this one. I like how I kind of mixed the wrong colours up and I come up with a really horrible, and it's like, well, I'm going to try it, see what it looks like on plastic. That kind of, it suited this guy perfectly.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting on my local game stock, fucking getting in the colours I need so I can start my Joker Trooper. I have see what colours I've got, and I'll maybe mess about with mixing some colours up and see if it give me the colour I want. So I really want to get them. I really want to get this one started because there's an empty space on the shelf next to Harley. So I really want to get this guy started.
Hey, jokey.
I really want to get him started. And I'm not about it, man. I'm in middle of doing size Harley Quinn as well, so.
When I get a chance, Baz, I know I did a couple of custom figures for myself and a couple of custom pieces. I'll try and find them out somewhere. I know they are, it's just getting to them. As soon as I do, I'll try and find my few customs I did originally. And
I know. We talk about the Halloween, like when we did the Halloween one, kind of go with like the Halloween themed toys, monsters. I've actually got a set of the 500 rally thing that they did that you got. So little cars, but you got like a werewolf, a crocodile, vampire,
yeah,
Dracula. I've got them somewhere. I'll need to look them out for that. I've seen a lot of folk from them kind of showing off like Halloween style toys or monsters or something to do with that, and I've seen a lot of folk showing them off. I know for a fact I've got a full set somewhere. I'll need to look them out.
They're like Hot Wheels size.
Aye.
Yeah, I know, like half and half. Like they did Jekyll and Hyde as a half monster, half human.
Kinda, aye, because there's a crocodile one that there was a werewolf, crocodile, I think there was a zombie, clown, an alien. I can't remember what the other one was. But I think the vampire or the zombie was like, it's like more like a hearse kind of thing, and then the crocodile was like a log, like a log car. I'll need to look them out now. Now that I've said that, I'm going to have to try and find them for that.
Nice one. Yeah, Baz, it's a good question. Anyone got any questions in the chat for me and Baz for a couple of minutes? If you think of any questions or bits, or if you think of any questions we can answer, please drop in the chats and bits.
I think just the one that Mr. I just noticed that Mr. B did Nika come out with a 7-inch group. I think they did because I'm sure I've seen.
They did a 7-inch. They originally did the 18-inch NECA film, Beetlejuice. I know they did the Movie Masters NECA one, and they did an 18-inch version. I know the 18-inch version, our friend's shop still got it in. The new version is coming with slightly different articulation bits.
Because I'm sure, excuse me, I'm sure I've seen Dino come and showing them off when he was doing one of his Walmart things. Because they've done like the Toony Terror style ones as well.
They did the teddy bears, the masks, they did the figures. Not much from the movie itself, except for the Beetlejuice. But I think they did the Beetlejuice cartoon, more figures for that. Like the 2 vehicles, the hearse play set, and about 8 or different.
I forgot about the Beetlejuice cartoon that they done back in the 90s.
Yeah, it was more or less based on the cartoon. I said there's only 2 or 3 figures to come out later from NECA or McFarlane that did them for the movie Master, Movie Maniac series.
Because they did a lot of figures for that. They've done a lot of figures for that cartoon.
Yeah.
A lot of different Beetlejuices and.
But there's about 8 figures or something. And there's 3 vehicles, there's 2 vehicles and 1 little playset, which is like the Beetlejuice coffin. But nowadays you can get the Toon Terraces now come out, the Funko Pops, Lego. I think Playmobil's done something for this year for Beetlejuice. It's coming soon. Lego's done something for it. If you go to Warner Bros. Studio Tour, they've got original props and original merchandise on sale. If you go to your local supermarket, Fanta's now got Beetlejuice on their cans.
Nah, not the cartoon version. I'm looking for movie versions. I know they've done like the ones that you were talking about because I remember seeing them many years ago. But I'm sure they've done I'm sure NECA's done like original line and then they've kind of rebrought it back out for the new movie as well.
Yeah. And then the original did an 18-inch figure.
I know some of the older NECA stuff's kind of hard to come by.
Yeah. I think it's called Movie Maniacs or Movie Masters.
There was a movie. They've done quite a lot of stuff for that Movie Maniacs stuff.
They also did the rock and horror rock section where they did. I know Elvis is not rock, but they did 10 versions of Elvis Presley 20 years ago. It was like when McFarlane started out. His first adventure was Spawn, but then he went into. He joined up with Elvis or Toys for Elvis. He did so many different Elvis. There's like statue figures.
I know the Movie Maniacs. They had a limited articulation.
Yeah.
They were basically like statues.
It was almost like, the statue boxes you get back, you build a statue up. But these are already pre-built, pre-thing, you just stood on it. I've got like the Crow carded. You get Jason, Freddy's, that sort of stuff. They also did, that was one of the first builder figures for the, what's the guy, Pinhead? What's his series? Hellraiser?
Hellraiser, aye.
Well, the first wave of Hellraiser, the first 6 figures, you bought all 6 figures and got the box, the Hellraiser box. The second wave, you bought 6 figures, and the second movie, you bought that column. Yeah. You did 6 weeks the column. That was after like he spawns and that sort of stuff. I'd say 20 years ago, I think there was about 60, 70 different companies out, weren't there?
There was definitely a Beetlejuice in that because they all come with like a little plaque thing, and it'll have like a holographic.
One of the big things I think they did as well was the Kiss series. They did the Kiss Clowns. They did
Oh, they were big on the Kiss stuff, man. There was different versions of the Kiss stuff.
And they came with the little records. They also did Beatles, the Yellow Submarine Beatles, the submarine itself, and everything
sure
else. They did rock bands.
I'm sure they've done from boxing legends as well. I'm sure you got Mike Tyson and Ali and all that kind of thing.
I'll say 15, 20 years ago, the amount of tour lines the companies would do was unbelievable. But then McFarlane and Necker treated the license quite bad. Where you remember the Series 300 movie?
Mm-hmm.
They only released technically 5 figures. Not one 300 guy. All they did is Leonidas, and that's it.
An Ultimate NECA Beetlejuice for $75, multiple faces and hands.
Yeah. I think the Ultimate one, I think they actually did a Hot Toys version of it.
Mm-hmm.
But most of it came out from the cartoon for Beetlejuice.
I really like the 2 ghosts because you got them in like their human kind of ghosty form, and then you got the extra heads.
Yeah.
Like like when they're trying to scare folk when they were trying to scare that family away kind of thing. You got the ultimate. You got the heads of those heads were well and truly well. They were nicely sculpted.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the other stuff McFarlane did was a bit. I don't think we could even show it off on this flight. Like they did like a complete horror series where Tortured Souls or something, and it was like, ugh.
That they done the Tortured Skull one. That was kind of like a lot of folks say it was like a spin-off to the Hellraiser kind of thing, but they had their own.
Yeah.
If you collected each figure come with like a little comic.
Yeah.
Or bio kind of thing, but if you put them all together, it basically told the whole story.
Yeah.
And then you got the twisted, twisted nursery rhyme one as well.
Yeah. I think they also did like Little Nicky with Adam Sandler in and that sort of stuff. They also did Gladiator film, Clash of the Titans, just the main movie characters.
I know they've done the Hansel and Gretel one, and that the Hansel was like a big upset, grotesque woman thingy, and then you've got his sister that's just nice and skinny and thingy, and they've done quite a lot kind of thing with that.
If you want something really expensive this day and age, try and look out for the original Hellboy figures from that company.
Oh, they're from those are extortionate.
If you want
the 1/6 scale, they were only like 4.5.
7 inches, yeah. Yeah.
The original Hellboy figure that they brought out, that thing is really nice, but it's so expensive.
Yeah.
I seen one. When I was talking about that dark Blackheart from a con thing that I went to. One guy actually had the big 18-inch Hellboy in the box, still box. He weighed 850 quid for it.
Yeah.
That thing, it was a beautiful piece, like, but I was like,
yeah.
geez. Then he did have a couple of carded Hellboy figures as well, and he wanted anything between 180 to 260 quid for them.
Yeah.
Like Hellboy
I think there was only 4 figures in the 18-inch figure, so it's ridiculous.
Like Hellboy was the most expensive. I mean, that was in the 200s. But they're nice figures, though. They were really nice figures.
That's something like only 20 years ago. Now that's come desirable and expensive.
When it's a thing like that, it's like when the movie come out, you didn't kind of expect them to do a toy line for it.
McFarlane or Necker are the only 2 people that did the movies.
Yeah, but you wouldn't think it's like when you watch it, it's like I really enjoyed the first Hellboy, the original one. Second one was good. The remake was not too bad, but I just watched that new one that just come out.
Yeah.
managed to find it on. It was on YouTube for like 24 hours, so I was like watched it, and it was like, this isn't nothing like Hellboy. It looked like it was filmed really badly. Fair enough, the guy that played Hellboy was good. He played the character well, but it's just the story and the acting, and it just didn't feel like a Hellboy movie.
No.
It's
Well,
like
if any Spaz, there's a new Hellboy series or something coming out soon. Again, so
that was it Hellboy and the Thin Man or something? I just
yeah,
I seen it. It's like, no, give it a bash. I says, because I did like the remake when they done the remake. I mean, the actor that they played Hellboy he played Hellboy quite well, but I prefer the original Hellboy actors. Bill, I can't remember his second name, but he played Hellboy to a T. Just with the way that when you read the Hellboy comics, he kind of brought the comic to life, kind of thing. But this new one, it was like Hellboy looked awfully skinny. Didn't feel like he was Hellboy. The story didn't feel right. Even the film, the film didn't feel right, Dave. It's like the way that the camera angles that he used, it just didn't. Kind of just it felt like a rip off to Hellboy. You always know, Hellboy's always kind of a big, chunky character. Only good thing about that new one is that they still kept his gun. His gun was about as big as his fucking hand.
Yeah.
Probably only decent thing for that movie, but I gave it a bash to see what it was like, and I do like the Hellboy movies. That would be a good series as well. If they do a proper Hellboy series that bring in Abe and all
it's
the
my
other
correction, Baz. Didn't they do like a cartoon as well for him?
They did an animated cartoon series that's quite good. I think I've got a couple in my DVD.
I've still got the original Spawn animated series, and that's still like gruesome and dark, and I'm like, whoa. Talking about series before we go, if you got Netflix, Lara Croft, the event, Tomb Raider, the Lara Croft adventure is really good. It's an 8-part episode for early days of Lara Croft. It's a really good animated. It really follows the game itself as well, based on the game. And the animated is quite good. What else have you got? If you've got Sky, you've got the Penguin series, which is quite a dark series, followed on from the Batman movie, leading up to the second Batman film.
I've watched the first 3 episodes of that Penguin, and Jesus Christ, it's got me hooked. It's really, really
if
good.
You've got Amazon Prime, you've got the second season complete now of Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power. That's pretty good series. I like how the rings were made and that sort of stuff. I won't say anything else. That's quite a good series to catch up on. Netflix has also got the Terminator series. Talking about the Ultraman series on Netflix, Baz. One of our friends in the Kaiju Club, the old Kaiju owner, put in the group, and if you like Ultraman, it's now available at some HMVs around the country. The figures and the monsters are around HMV.
Oh,
I should have said that to Baz. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the Ultraman monsters.
Do the 6-inch vinyl monsters? I think it was HMV. That's the HMV monsters, the figures, also from the Netflix, the different Ultramen. That's that. Smith's had all the new Godzilla stuff in, and a few bits. But yeah, load of good stuff, load of good things.
I did notice that at the weekend there when I was in the Entertainer. They've got all the new monsters from the new Godzilla movie, and they've got Mothra. They've got the ice dragon or sea ice dragon that they've got. And there's a couple other from in packs that you get, double packs.
I know we shouldn't talk about it yet, Baz, but you know, it's only 3 months away. But just to let you know, some of the Christmas catalogues are now coming out.
I know.
So I always like the magazines, like you can look back in 10 years and see what they came out with and everything else. So
You ain't gonna remember just about near the end of this month. When the time next week comes, man, we'll just about be hitting the end of October, and the clocks will be changing again.
yeah, they got exclusive toys in at Entertainer, exclusive to Entertainer. So just to pre-warn you guys, there's more weird stuff coming.
So there'll be no live stream next Thursday due to me being gone away on a Friday and having the other part of the family coming over.
Hope it all goes well. Best next week.
So
Before
we'll
last trials, we'll see you in 2 weeks' time for the. Need to put my face back on. Sorry.
That suits you.
Don't forget to be on this Halloween special in 2 weeks' time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.
I believe Sai and Shabby's doing a Halloween live stream on the 30th as well. So that'll be an interesting couple of days to see what folk will show off on Sai and Shabby's one, and we'll see what we can come across as well. I'm going to have a look through my DVDs. I'm going to pick like my top 5 movies that I like anyway. It doesn't have to be monster movies. It could be from like the virus movies, and I do have one that's at probably at the top of the list. So I watch it quite a lot. And it is based in the UK. Majority is based in Scotland. That suits you, Dave. That's fucking. That's freaking. That's freaky. That is well freaky.
Back 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Find out what you're gonna see. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
We actually do. Like my little village, or whatever you like to call it, is usually kind of quiet, but it's usually all the folk that we can, they bring their kids to the door and we give them chocolates and sweets. And
But you know, they did actually do trick or treat toys as well.
oh, my nephew comes to the door.
2 weeks' time for Halloween and special. Only on Darklycan81. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share this video. Thank you very much. Hasta la vista. Yeah.
You sound more like Mr. T than Joker there.
I don't get Peter Peter.
I hope everybody has an awesome weekend. Didn't spend too much money, like we always say. And we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Catch you all later.
Love you too.